After 7 months in Brazil, we are finally leaving the harbor. It feels unreal, the moment we've been waiting for, yet not quite ready to face. Wir sind uns jetzt gerade am Ready machen, weil heute gehen wir. Und da innen haben wir jetzt alles ready gemacht. Wir haben sonst nie so viel Platz, aber wir alles umbiegen haben. During the crossing, we'll be sleeping here on the bench with a lee cloth. That's basically a piece of fabric that keeps you from rolling out of bed when the boat's heeling. There's also the so-called doghouse, which serves as a second berth. We take turns on watch, so we actually share the same bunk. And up here in the bow, where we usually sleep, total chaos. The dinghy engine, water, our water toys, and basically everything that doesn't fit anywhere else is now crammed in here. Zwei Tanks hier unten mit Wasser vollgefüllt. Wir haben die zwei als Vorrat. Wir haben auch hier unten rein ist eigentlich alles Futter und Süßwasser. Also wir haben auch alles so schön in PET-Flaschen hineingefüllt. Zum Stauen, wir haben so viel wie möglich gekauft, weil nachher alles mega teuer wird in der Karibik oben. It's always the same before a passage. Organizing, fixing, storing, checking every little thing twice. There's a strange calm in the chaos, a quiet focus before everything starts to move again. Irgendwie so gar nicht Zeit gehabt, um richtig analysieren, dass wir jetzt wirklich gehen. Und ich bin schon ein bisschen nervös, nicht ganz so krass. There is always a moment of doubt before leaving. Not fear exactly, but the awareness that once you're out there, it's just you and the sea. Everything else fades away. No matter how often you do it, heading out to sea never feels like routine. The ocean is always unpredictable. The weather can shift in minutes, things can break, you never really know what's waiting out there. There's excitement in that, but also tension. It's a strange mix, fear, thrill, and this quiet awareness that once you leave the safety of the shore, you're at the mercy of the elements again. But maybe that's exactly where freedom begins, when you stop trying to predict what's coming and simply trust that you'll figure it out along the way. Tell me, when was the last time you did something without knowing how it would end? We follow the river out, the water turning from brown to blue. Ahead lies the open ocean, and 8 days between here and our next stop. It feels like starting all over again.
What do you feel when you finally leave land behind?
Leaving land feels like crossing an invisible line, because on the one side you have the land where it's comfortable, it's safe, and everything is predictable. And on the other side, you have the ocean with its chaos and the raw reality. And you can plan everything before, like the meals, the routes, but at the end, nature decides. And that's what keeps me coming back, because the ocean doesn't care who you are or what you've done. It strips you down to the essentials, like your courage, your patience, and your instincts. And that's what I feel when I sail away. I feel just reminded of how alive I still am. Being out here feels surreal. The boat moves, the sound of the wind returns, and with every mile the land fades behind us. I feel small again, and somehow more alive than ever. The sea reminds you who's really in control. Waves are perfect, winds good. Couldn't ask for a better start. Our first night on sea with a beautiful sunset. The first night is behind us. I barely slept, maybe 4 hours. The heat is brutal, the air thick. By 4 a.m. the sky was already glowing and the wind had started to fade. Instead, squalls keep passing through, short bursts of wind and rain that drench everything in seconds. The waves aren't big, but they hit from strange angles. It's the kind of motion that wears you down slowly, not dangerous, just relentless. After 7 months on land, our bodies are no longer used to this constant movement. Even the smallest tasks feel heavy. We have shortened our night watches to 3 hours each, just to stay functional. The exhaustion is real, but so is the beauty. The deep blue water, the glow of the sea at night, the silence between the waves. Out here, comfort fades quickly, but the reward, the peace, the presence, the vastness, makes every struggle worth it. Because on the ocean, even when you feel small, you also feel alive. Do you think we need discomfort to truly feel alive?
What's the hardest part about getting back to sea after a long break?
The hardest part is not the sea, I think it's myself, because I forget how to move on the boat, how to trust my body. The first 2 days I question everything, my decision, my strength and even my love for the ocean. But once I get through that wall, it all comes back. Du hast jetzt alles schon gemacht? So fix und fertig schon wieder. Das ist wirklich anstrengend. Anstrengend findest du es? The calm has finally arrived, but it's the kind that still demands everything from you. Even when the ocean looks peaceful, every small task feels heavy. Cooking, cleaning, trimming the sails. It all takes balance and patience. Today, while baking bread, I found water in the bilge again. Fresh water. Not much, but enough to make me wonder where it's coming from. Still, after the chaos of the first days, this quiet rhythm feels good. The laughter, the small moments, the feeling that we're slowly getting back into it. When the days start to blur into each other, that's when you realize how far you have drifted from land, from time, from everything familiar. The sea has a way of erasing edges. Every sunrise, every sunset feels the same. By day 5, the ocean changes its mind. The waves grow taller, the wind louder, every sound amplified, every move deliberate. It's strange how quickly comfort can turn into tension out here. The sea demands attention. It humbles you, strips away the illusion of control. Each gust, each wave, a reminder. You're just a guest out here.
How do you handle fear when the weather turns rough?
My fear never really goes away, but I've learned to deal with it. It's not worth fighting the ocean. The waves don't care who you are, how strong or smart you are. But if you respect them and stay calm, they will carry you through. And after you realize that fear never defeated you, it's again a reminder that you're still alive. Every crossing has a moment like this, where fear and awe blend into one. You're tired, soaked, but also strangely at peace, because this is what it means to be out here. To feel small, but deeply, fully alive. The sea will have new plans for us, flying fish, sleepless nights, and maybe, just maybe, the first glimpse of land again.
Maybe the real question is, who do you become out here?
And yes, I love sailing and the ocean forever. Bye!